Good morning, everybody. This is Max Swanger with Cook Like a Buddhist. I am going to be making some lentil burgers with a kind of Jamaican style spice and a lime aioli on bread, some caramelized onions, tomato, lettuce, and that's our burger. For starters, I have a cup of lentils. I want to sort them out and then get them into 2.5 cups of water with some spices and cook those down. So I'm going to take the lentils and put them onto a plate so I can sort through, make sure there's no stones, any dirt. Put them in a pot with the water and cook them. I'm going to wash the lentils first, just make sure that they're clean and they're kind of dirty. Okay, now I'm going to add my spices to the lentil water. I'm going to be doing a tablespoon of onion powder, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, quarter teaspoon of chili pepper, the red chili flakes. I didn't have any cayenne. I am going to be doing a half teaspoon of allspice, a half teaspoon of thyme, and a whole teaspoon. Actually, I'm going to do a half teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm going to also put a couple cinnamon sticks in there, and the salt and the pepper, and I'm going to mix it around and just boil it till the lentils are soft, but not completely like 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Probably not olive oil, give it too strong a taste. I just did safflower oil. It could be grapeseed oil, it could be sunflower oil, any kind of vegetable oil, probably not canola oil, but safflower, sunflower oil, grapeseed. Cooking, and they should take maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to slice up an onion and caramelize, and they're ready to be sliced. I'm actually going to slice this way so that they retain a round cut. So that the cut will look like that. And hot, and probably put like maybe a tablespoon of oil in there to get the onions started. Maybe those 2. And I'm gonna get the onions in there with some salt. Simmering away, and I got the onions just started. I put maybe a pinch, so maybe about a teaspoon or a couple teaspoons of salt in there, some oil, and we're gonna let them really cook down until they're nice and sweet. You can see that the onions are starting to caramelize, very brown. The lentils are starting to really soak up all the juice. For the sort of mayonnaise spread, I'm going to have a couple eggs, a lime. I have here about 3-4 cloves of garlic. Just peeled those. Half cup of olive oil. Blender or food processor would be great. I don't have that, so I'm going to be using a stick blender here. And as I get the eggs going, eggs and the lime juice, I am going to have them going the blender and then drop the oil in until hopefully it emulsifies, and then get the garlic in there also, and then the lime zest last. So I juiced the lime and I put the lime juice in with the egg. I'm actually going to put a little bit of pepper and salt in there, maybe like a half teaspoon of starch, salt and pepper. We'll taste it later. I'm actually going to take the garlic and blend that in the oil so it's already ready to go. So I blended the garlic with the olive oil, and I'm going to start blending the eggs. The beans are ready. I'm going to take the cinnamon sticks out, and I'm going to mix them with some gluten-free flour. I'm going to start with a cup and see how that does. I want to let them cool off a little bit too. In terms of the aioli, use your discretion. Of course, it is raw egg. I'm thinking not as much as I wanted to. I might try to blend it some more. That's going to be the spread for the bread. I tried the lentils, and they are very spicy. It's okay. And I am going to add a cup of gluten-free flour. Flour in there. Let's see how this goes. Dry, so I ended up adding also a cup of water, and I'm going to let it cool a little bit, and we'll try to make patties. Toast our bread, slice our tomato, get the aioli on there, tomato, maybe a little ketchup, see how that tastes. Full of the mix, the lentils with the gluten-free flour and water, and I made it into a patty, and it's over here on the stove. Onions are on the side. Bread's in the toaster. It's just like a meat patty. I'm going to grab a knife, and we'll get some. The aioli is, like I said, a little runny. If you have a Vitamix or a food processor, I think that would do better to get it stiffer. But we'll get some on the toast here. That's nice lime flavor. And then, grab my burger over here. Goes on the toast. Let's bring this over to the station. We'll grab some caramelized onions. Actually don't have lettuce today, but we'll do a tomato. And I don't have a sauce, but we could do some ketchup on there, and we'll give it a try. Okay, so here's our burger. It's all assembled. Where's that? It's hard for me to... There it is. Let's give it a bite, see how it is. Delicious.